All right. So let me say, welcome to you today. Welcome to Gifted Kids. And like you know, this is a program that we work with in bringing our children together, molding their minds, and trying to make them professional and living with integrity. The most important aim and objective of this program is helping our children learn integrity as they are learning their academic lessons. This is a practical learning program, okay? So you are welcome to be part of it. Your children, your child, our numbers are on the screen. And normally, when your child or children participate in our program, they go away with a little lunch that they could use for the week. Probably buy some snacks as they are on their way to school as a way of encouraging them to be more patient as they grow up. All right. So, like you know, my name is John Breakthrough. I'm very privileged and humble to be the founder and the host of this program. Today, I have a very distinct guest. He's a young man. He has been in the educational sector for years, as young as he is. Teaching is around his family. That's their calling. So he's also working with lots of elementary and junior level students around the world. I decided to host him today to talk about some issues going on in the educational sector in growing our kids with integrity. So without much ado, I will call my guest, bring him on the stream, we get his self-introduction, and we dive straight into our conversation. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and tell anyone who will tell anyone to be a part of this program. You can't miss this one. So let me call my guest on. All right. So here is my guest today. Welcome to the platform. Good morning, good afternoon. I know in your country right now is good afternoon. Welcome to the platform. Bishop, Mr. Stepney, are you there?
Thank you, CEO Brechu. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of this program, today's program.
Okay. And I don't like to put CEO to my name, so let me
I'm
just
getting you live. I'm
okay.
live. I'm getting you.
Let me remove the CEO. I don't like to keep that there. All right. So I mean, I want to say welcome again because I think the network were breaking first when I said it. So a warm welcome to you again. Do you mind introducing yourself before we start?
Yes. Uh, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity afforded me to be part of your program. And I see it as a privilege to give back my experience and what it takes to make our society grow for the betterment of the future because when we have an environment that students can learn and achieve their goal irrespective of their geographical location is very important. So I'm very happy to be a part of your program and I'm willing to give back my experience and recommendations that will make sure that we all achieve our goals in life.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was sound enough. All right. So you are willing to give back your experience that will contribute in us achieving our goal. I want to salute you for that brilliant statement that you made. Um, how long have you been in the teaching field, by the way? A little history about your teaching career. Lots of people got interest in that. Can you share that with us?
Thank you very much. I want to say to you that one of the best professions in life is the teaching profession. What do I mean by that? The doctor, the lawyer, uh, the musicians, the nurses, the doctors, all of those from a diverse area of specialization when it comes to division of labor and specialization. We got formal education and informal education. So you have to be nurtured. If you have to be formal education, where you have to sit in the classroom, go to school, and then you got a grade point and what have you. For informal, where you honor and and pretenses, where you learn by doing and touching, is also a form of education. So, looking at the backdrop, I started as a classroom teacher from 2009, 2009, and then I had a breakthrough where I have to go for foreign studies in the Republic of Niger, in the capital city of Niamey, where I was out of Liberia for like approximately 4+ years, where I achieved my education. Then I came back to serve my country. So I can assure you that one of the best professions in life is the teaching profession. Why? The teaching profession gave birth to any other professions in life. If you want to become a pilot, if you want to become a captain of a ship, if you want to become a medical doctor, if you want to become a professional nurse or doctor, if you want to become a neurosurgeon, if you want to become an astronomer, you need somebody to tutor you, you need somebody to guide you, you need somebody to teach you. So the teaching profession goes beyond the ordinary.
Okay.
So I'm very proud to be a classroom teacher.
All right. Sounds
I'm
good.
very
I
happy.
mean, sounds good. Now, this is an infotainment show. That means there will be some entertainment and a little and lot of information and some little entertainment. Someone just drop a message in my phone say, but why teacher remain in the same position while the students are making billions and the teacher still remain low? Why the teacher didn't go the same way the student went? I mean, it's just a brain teasing question. How can you answer that one?
All right. All right. Very simple. Firstly, before you go into the teaching profession, you should realize that the teaching profession is not a profit making stuff. It's not where you go to make profit. The teaching profession, if I want to do a comparison, is like those who serve in the army, our doctors, our nurses, people who sacrifice their lives to give back. The teaching profession is not about profit making, most especially for our setting back in Africa. It's about firstly the passion that you have.
Okay.
First thing is the passion. Do you love the job? Whether they pay you for 2, 3 months, I know a situation where teachers don't take salary for like 4 months, 5 months. Are you willing to go to work if you are not paid? So you need to have, firstly, is the passion you need to have.
Okay. Anyways, thank you.
Because
All right. That was just a question someone threw from the wayside. I just wanted you to talk about it a little bit just to relieve our minds from too much being too professional and know that this is an infotainment section we are on, right? Um, this program is about helping students learn integrity. We are aware that a lot of our students are doing their academic lessons. They know their academic lessons, and they graduating with masters, BSc, diploma, certificates. But are the teacher actually showing these children the way to live with integrity? Are the teachers in Liberia, from your perspective, from you, be sincere about this? Are teachers in Liberia really showing integrity in their presentation, or they just showing the fact that the students should score 80 and just get out of the classroom and go do whatever he wants? Are the students learning with integrity from examples of the teachers?
I want to say thank you for such brilliant question. You all know Liberia is a country, a third world country, a post-war country. We just came from 14 years civil crisis. So we're trying to put our broken pieces back together. So you see, being a classroom teacher in Liberia for a decade plus, they are not majority of the schools that observe integrity. When we talk about integrity, we talk about cheating in school, sex for grades, we talk about bribery, we talk about things that actually matters in our educational system that will derail our learning process. So you see, I will just give you an instant that our 12th graders who just wrote the wax, if you have been monitoring the internet, you saw how they behave right after writing national exams. But this is how our society is governed. But I can assure you the issue of integrity in Liberia when it comes to the educational system, we lack monitoring system. We do not have the full capacity to evaluate our students based on the learning environment. Because in education, in building a full educational foundation from primary level up to junior high, tertiary level, the environment matters. And Liberia being a post-war country, there are a lot of things involved. So the issue of integrity in our school system is something that actually needs to be observed.
So
It's lacking.
let me hold you there.
Yeah, it's lacking.
Are you saying it's clear that you have said the students are not learning integrity? But my question was, are the teachers exhibiting, performing, showing integrity in their presentations as they bring their lessons to the students as well? The teachers themselves, you put yourself
Thank you very much.
put yourself in that space. Are you going? Are you teaching with integrity, or you only teaching just your curriculum to bring your math, your English, bring science? That's all.
Okay, I got you clear. One thing I will say to you is that uh, Liberia, we have 15 counties. We are approximately 6 million. We are pushing towards 6 million. And as we speak, I want to be real, being somebody that been in the classroom for a while. Currently, I do teach one of the schools in Liberia, to be precise, Maserati County, Osa, Morovia. Probably if you want me to call name, I can call this the name of the institution, or if not, I will not call the name of the institution
No, don't call it.
for security reason or privacy.
Mhm.
What I can assure you, the issue of integrity is lacking. I don't want to lie to you, it's lacking. But where I do teach currently, the issue of integrity matters because the institution has policy that are put in place that make sure, because integrity starts from the home. Our entire educational system starts from the home. From the home, our pupils or students go to the school because the community plays a major role. From the home community, you go to the school, and the school, parents are going to work. We spend most of the time with the kids. So now we're saying the issue of integrity in our educational system. There are very few schools in Liberia that do accept the issue of integrity and do monitoring aspect. But majority of our schools in Liberia lack integrity. Even from the school, I don't want to be political because this is an educational program, but we are dealing with schools. But majority of the schools lack integrity when it comes to, many will focus on testing and evaluation. Testing and evaluation is very important in our educational system because our pupils or students cheat during the period of examination, quizzes, classwork, and what have you. What do you do as a classroom teacher? Because the institution you do teach in matters. Because every institution has a rules and regulation. There are schools that do not compromise when it comes to cheating. Cheating is a major element in our educational system that keeping us down, 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 down in Liberia. People want to find their way out to score 90, 95, and they cannot defend those grades that they have scored. So I'm telling you that the issue of integrity in our educational system in Liberia is on a very low level. There are few schools. There are few schools that do that. For majority of our schools, because you know that we have private schools, we have public schools. I don't want to be too political because we are in an educational arena. But I can assure you that the issue of integrity in our educational system is not only limited to teachers, but it goes beyond the parents, the students, the administration. Do you know that parents can come to teacher to bribe for primary students, pupils in elementary? Do you know that? Do you know that there are schools in Liberia? I don't want to probably, let me take it down. The issue of compromise in education is something that we need to look at greatly. Nobody should ever compromise education. Any attempt to compromise education, it will fall back on the society, it will fall back on the individual, it will fall back on the country at large.
All right. Let me hold you there.
But we are trying to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are trying to fix it. We are working how to make sure that we improve the system.
Okay.
I'm not saying that all is well, but we need to add more, flavor to that. We need to, do more.
Okay.
We need to double our effort.
All right.
Yes.
Since it has been said by you that the educational sector, the teachers are not living with integrity to their students, what do you people, as a teacher, what kind of society are you people expecting to see tomorrow since you people are not teaching with integrity? Are we are we hoping to see?
Um,
Hold on, please, hold on. Are we hoping to see educated criminals, or are we hoping to see those with master degree but are not sincere to themselves or sincere to their community? Is that the kind of students we expect to see in the next 10, 15, 20 years from now?
quote unquote, let me just disprove that. I didn't say that teachers in Liberia are not teaching with integrity.
Okay.
I did say that there are few schools,
A few.
there are
Okay.
few schools in Liberia
Okay.
that do teach with integrity. But on a wide, on a wider, let's say, percentage, if you're doing a comparison, there are lots of schools in Liberia that do teach without integrity, mainly when it comes to testing and evaluation.
Okay.
That is my point. It's clear.
Okay.
There are few schools, and we need to work on that. We need to improve our system.
Okay.
The issue of student being expelled from one school and then that student goes to another school and that student is being accepted within such institution without being doing a background check where he or she came from. The issue of allowing students to go to the next class without achieving the requisite acquiring the required points or mark or grade point to get to the next class. Parents are one of the parents. They are contributing factors to that. Parents do rotate their children's schools. When a child fails in a school, they take the child from the school and carry the child to another school. And in the private school, they run business. Private school run business. They need money. Very few schools with integrity that will investigate where you came from, why you came from there, what is the problem, they go back. And I'm telling you, on a very low level, very few schools, but majority of the schools, they are running business. They want to get that money. It's all about the money. It's all about population because the more students you get, the more money you get. Because we have less public school than private schools in Liberia. So the government needs the government needs to build more schools. Government needs to build more schools
All right.
because we have
Let's
more private schools.
all right. Let's hold on that a little bit. You as a
They are looking
teacher,
for money.
let's hold on the government side a little bit. You as a teacher, I want you to speak like a representative for almost all the teachers.
Yeah.
How do you think teachers in themselves can contribute to students learning with integrity? How do you think you people that are teachers can contribute to that? Do you, in fact, by the way, do you think you people can ever contribute to it? Do you think you guys can contribute to it? Do you believe you guys can ever contribute to it?
Yes, we can contribute
Okay. How do you think you people can
towards
contribute?
number one, uh, you being a classroom teacher. Before you teach in any institution, the institution has a policy. They will tell you what they want you to do and how they want it. So your TOR, which is your turn of reference, as a TOR, yes, your turn of reference tells you directly what you're supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. But you see, the Ministry of Education is the mother of our learning system. The Ministry of Education plays that role, that is an umbrella that covers the entire learning process in Liberia. So before you teach in an institution, your TOR and the policy of the institution will tell you what you're supposed to do, your do's and don'ts. Now, if you stand tall and you want to do what is right, they will count you out. You're gone. You're gone. Okay? You are gone because you have gone against the principle of the school. The school, at the end of the year, needs more students.
Sorry, you have gone
They are looking
against.
for more students.
Hold on there. Let me hold you a bit.
So,
Hold on, please.
yeah.
You mean if a teacher try to practice the right thing for the student to make the student learn their lesson at the same time learning with honesty or integrity, the institution or the society is going to go against that instructor.
Even the students themselves.
No, that leave the
Why can
student.
I
That forget the student. That talk about the institution, because the institution is the one that governs the teacher, just as the Ministry of Education governs the institution.
Oh.
So the institution will go against the teacher.
Yeah, let me give you a scenario.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me give you a scenario. Right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Our educational system is somehow being compromised. Compromised in the sense that our students nowadays, they are not willing to learn. I watched, or I saw a scenario where students were expelled for selling drugs on campus. Drugs. Students were expelled for selling drugs on campus. Parents came on campus. I don't want to call the name of the institution. Parents came on campus to appeal to administration for those students that were expelled. I think approximately 7, 8 students. Parents came on campus and even further their case to the ministry, quote unquote.
Came for what?
I will not call him. Yeah. To appeal to administration, to the ministry, that they should allow, because there were some 12 graders involved that are about to write the national exam and what have you. So looking at that, do you know what it means for the sale of illegal drugs to be on campus?
It's a bad thing.
And parents, yeah, so I don't want to call name.
Mm-hmm. I understand. It's a bad thing.
I don't want to. Look, parents should understand the fact that these students we are teaching, we are not teaching them for Liberia. We're not teaching them for the community. We are not teaching them just to go beyond, but we are teaching them for the entire world. And the essence of teaching somebody is that person should become an ambassador to come back, to be a footprint, to give back. We were all students way back, but now we have achieved little and we are giving back to the society. So the problem is, for me, our country is trying, but we need to do more. We need to be sincere, because administration with that of the students, the parents, it's a teamwork. Parents need to give the support. When your child fails, you accept the fact. There are so many factors for which students fail. We got single parenting, where the mother leave the home and leave the child with the father. The father have to go to church, and let's say go to work rather, and the child is vulnerable. You have a situation where the mother is the only source of income. The father left the home divorced, and that child is being taken care of by the mother alone. The mother needs to go to work, and the child is left alone in the society. So that child is not monitored. That child become vulnerable in the society. So you can't get anything. So that we need to give our mode to the students, and we need support too from the administration and
All right.
also from the government
All right,
because
Bishop.
teachers,
Mr.
yes,
Mr. Stepney, your questions are going well, but viewers are saying keep your question, your answer straight to the point, very precise and concise, so that they will understand it. Because next week we have a very interesting topic that we will have about 2 or 3 teachers on this platform, and you will be one next week. Next week, Saturday,
no
same
problem,
same time. And this one is talking about, let me just give you the topic so the viewer will
no
know.
problem.
Is it right for school to expel student? That will be our topic, but that's for next week, not today. Okay? Is it right for school to expel students? So we'll talk about parents will be online. We'll have 2 parents here. We will have 2 teachers here, and we'll discuss whether it's right or wrong for that. One of my friends from the ministry, if he's available, he will also be there to speak on the ministry own part. So, someone asking me, which level are you teaching?
To be specific, based on my qualification, I'm qualified to teach um, elementary, junior, and senior high.
Oh, elementary,
But
junior, and senior.
uh, but
Wow.
I have spent more time with the elementary and junior high. I spend more time with the elementary because I love being with kids. If you monitor my platform, if you monitor me, you've been checking. I love being with kids.
So,
Reason is that in our education system right now, if you were to conduct a statistics to know who is willing or the students that are willing to learn or pupils that are willing to learn, you will know that our elementary division, there are people that are willing to learn. They are willing. They are actually willing. They give you that all because they have less activities and they are just willing to learn. So I love being with pupils. They can better communicate. I can better communicate with them. They love one of the things they actually love is that we live in a world of digitalization. For me, I'm not just an ordinary teacher. When it comes to teaching, your visual aids, they are very important in teaching because you want to meet your objective as a teacher. So you should be able to disseminate those things that will be capturing on the minds of the students. So audio learning, visual learning, they are very important.
okay.
Where students learn by seeing, by touching, by demonstration, you should be able to show to them. It will shock you to know that people that teach social studies talking about the boundaries of Liberia and there is no map in the classroom. How do you expect them to learn? Correct?
Okay.
I take audio, I take my Bluetooth speaker to classroom, I take audio lesson to classroom, I take projector to the classroom, and let the students see what you are talking about. Seeing is believing. And I
Okay.
can assure you when the pupils see what you are talking about on your projector and they're getting audio, that one of the things that limit us as Liberians in this setting of modern education.
But
We
some,
lack
but some schools,
the visual and we lack the facility.
some schools don't have projector.
Yes, they do not have it, but you as a teacher got to improvise because you want to achieve your objective. You as a teacher, everything you do to achieve your objective makes you a better teacher.
So hold on there.
If you can play fun with the kid, your objective matters. You want to meet your objective. For
Okay.
me, I believe in modern education where I should be able to teach my kids or pupils, show to them audio, video, poster sheet, flashcard, and let them see what you're talking about. Because, for example, you're talking about uh, the 8 planets in the solar system. You should be able to show to them. Let them get a video content of what you're talking about.
All right.
If you're talking about you're talking about simple machine, you should be able to disseminate, show a video content to them, why it looks like example and what have you, the wheel and axle, the pulley, the level, and what have you. Get a video shot to them. Let them know what you're talking about. You
Okay.
can do Ashkra learning.
So do you
Ashkra learning is one of the major factors.
okay. So do you think you are able to teach senior level student? Senior high level. Can you teach them full subject? Question.
Oh yes, yes, yes. And let me just vividly tell you that I'm a modern teacher, which means I do find myself in the issue of technology. There are students out there that can testify. Taught computer in a high school before, hand on decks, practical classroom where I will be awarding some students at the end of the school year who would have followed the drill in Microsoft Word and that of PowerPoint. Probably I should have gone to, we did a little bit of publisher and then we go to Excel and Access. But I didn't complete that because the time frame didn't work out for me. But there are few students I will be awarding at the end of the school year, from junior high to senior high, students that did practical work with both theory and practical in Microsoft Word and that of our PowerPoint. I can assure you, those students, that they are extremely well. I've worked with them, I've interacted with them, I know their potential. In Liberia, everybody want to go to university, everybody want to end a BSc degree. But if you do a research, you'll know when it comes to the issue of technology in Liberia, we have people in the university that can't even boot a computer. It's very bad. There are people that work in offices, they have to come back to go to computer school. I can assure you that these things are happening. But with my little support and my experience and my passion to give back to society, I will be giving a certificate to approximately 45 to 50 students in one of the institutions that I work with. Those students are doing extremely well because we do both theory and practical in teaching computer. For if you look at the curriculum for the first semester, we do theory. Like you tell them what is computer, definition of computer, test of computer, and you look at all of this information technology that has to do with the theoretical aspect. Then we come to the second semester where you have to do hand-on decks. Tell them boot the computer, hold your mouse, go on the screen, open Microsoft Word, tab, save, open file, and what have you, how to save document, how to print document, how to edit document, and what have you. At the end of this school year, I'm telling you that approximately 45 students will be benefiting from that program with the consent of the administration. They will be walking away with a certificate. At least they can work in an internet cafe. They can have a vacation job anywhere. They can work efficiently in Microsoft Word and that of PowerPoint. I have worked with them. I know their potential. I know what they can do. I know what they are capable of doing. So the issue is provide environment for the students.
Okay.
One
Uh,
of the things that lacking in our educational system is the environment.
all
We
right.
don't have environment
Hold on.
for
Hold on.
learning.
Hold on there. Hold on there a
Environment
little
very
bit.
poor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you, right? Um, I was going to come to a point where I was going to ask you to share some of your techniques and some of your skills that you are using to impact your student positively. So don't worry about that. We'll get to that point. I want the public to firstly understand how our children are learning. What do we expect of them? So my next question for you right now, those senior students that have already left academic school, do you
Yeah.
think we expect them to be students that will demonstrate integrity if they accede into public offices? With the fact that lot of them, like you said, lot of them, the institution they attend, may not have the system to really evaluate integrity. Most of them, parents pay money for grades. Some of them befriend their teachers. Some of them did a lot of sparring and stuff like that. What kind of students do you think? What kind of leaders do you think we expect from those that have already graduated? I mean, I'm not talking about those that are still under your range because I know the kids are still coming up, but the ones that just in their wars and going upwards, what kind of leaders do you think we expect to come from them in the near future?
All right. I want to say thank you, our CEO Breakthrough. And they have left already. You know, the issue of integrity starts from the home, from the community to the home. From the home, it goes to the school, our churches, the mosques. We have a country where we have Muslims and Christians. So these things should be part of our educational system. The school should talk about it. The churches should talk about it. The mosque should talk about it. They are already left. But I can assure you the issue of integrity starts from the home. Parents are not sincere, even from the home. So they are already left. You can't do anything about it. This is why I love about your program. Your program is bringing to the spotlight that these things are they are necessary. This issue of integrity should be taught from the foundation level before you get to public office. Because if you don't know this, when you get to the public office, at the end of the day, you mess up. And I don't want to be too political, but I want to thank the president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Ambassador Jose Yuman Boaka. Of recent, there were ministers in his government that he identified that really perform the issue of performance and reward is very important.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
He
hold on. Hold on.
identified those ministers that actually perform.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me end.
Yeah.
I don't want to be political, but
Yeah. I don't want to
let's
go into
make this
national
point.
politics. This program doesn't go into
Yeah, but
national
let's calm
politics.
down. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. What is it necessary? Because in education, we got the theory of motivation. We got the X and Y theory of motivation in education. If you read um foundation studies, where we talk about the theory of motivation. Now, in our educational system, one of the things that is lacking the theory of motivation, we have students who feels they are very smart. Way back then, when we were in school, we had the administration. We at the end, if you do the school, if you went on a roll, they will give you gift. They buy you copybook. They give you eraser, pencil, what have you. They give you scholarship. These things are lacking in our educational system. In our primary education, secondary education, tertiary education, we do not give gift. We do not give reward to academic students. At the end of the day, there is no competition because once you give gift, you identify the potential of the students that are going on a road and give them gift. It motivates them to do more. And the other pupils or students that are seeing this, they will be curious. They will have the anxiety, but the theory of motivation is lacking. That people go on a roll, pupils go on a roll, and even parents don't even reward their kids. If your child went on a roll, if your child, and having to become the best student in that class for the period, for the semester at the end of the school year, you should do something for that child to motivate that child. If you have 2, 3 children in the school, if one went on a roll, he or she have brought pride to your family, not just your family, to the institution, to our country at large, and what have you. The theory of motivation is very important in our working, every other working environment. We don't motivate people. People who work beyond expectation. The theory of motivation is very important in education. We lack it here. We don't motivate people. We
Okay.
don't motivate our
All right.
pupils.
I
We don't
got you.
motivate our students.
All right.
So
I
there is
got you.
no competition.
Okay. My question is, with your knowledge, your experience of the 12th grader that have already left the walls of the 12th grade, what kind of leaders do we expect to see in the near future? That's my question.
There is a two-way street. Learning does not have limitation. All right. There are some of them that have graduated and they will be in the society. And there once you make up your mind to learn and say, let me do this, let me do that, I have been left behind. There are other people that will pick up and do their best to become a better person in the society. Left with the others that decide to say, oh, I'm okay. Those ones will be vulnerable and the outcome will be very poor because there is no foundation. There is no foundation. Those people they didn't get the necessary discipline, the nurture, and what it takes to go into the world after you should have left high school, entering university. You lack the basic principles to serve in leadership. So it becomes a problem, not just for that individual, but for the institution that he or she going to work for. And then what will become the outcome will fall back on us. Simply because there are people in leadership do not have that discipline, and then the poorly performs at the national level.
All right. Maybe you are not getting my question properly. This is it. If
So
you if you
I did
if you graduate a student or lot of students with high profile portfolios with degrees, masters, certificate, diplomats, and they go into the society knowing the fact that these people were not trained to live with integrity, but they score 100 in their science, they score 100 in their physics, they score 100 in their English grades,
okay.
in their spelling.
I get you clear. I get you clear. That is a total danger. It's a total danger. Is a disaster for the country because what you do in your home is what you carry to the public area. They say charity begins at home and ends abroad. So if they do not have the discipline and they have left high school entering in the world of university will prop them up to they get out. It's a problem for us. This is where you have massive corruption in our society, where people are given public offices to serve and they cannot serve. So it's a problem, it's a serious problem. So your platform focuses on integrity and what have you. So it's very important so that our pupils from down the line, they will try to learn these things and they will grow with it. And then when they get out there, they will become ambassadors for the society tomorrow. But if not, those ones that are left, it's a serious problem.
Okay. So
We see a
before
lot of challenges at home.
so before we take
We see a lot of challenges.
okay, so we are drawing closer. In fact, we have drawn very close to our closing time, almost an hour. So we'll continue next week. But before we take your parting statement, we have a peace message by the School Zone kids. So we will take their peace message, and when we come back, we take your advice and closing statement for today's edition, and then we can call it a day.
No problem. I'm ready to observe such.
School Zone Liberia Education for Transformation, a John Breakthrough's vision.
If you wish to create peace, you must begin considering the future of us, the children. Please, I beg of you, avoid violence.
Don't worry that we children never listen to you. Worry that we always watching you. So avoid violence.
Kids are mostly interested in a peaceful system you can build, not the violence attitude you can show. Please avoid violence. Please.
We the children, we need models rather than critics. Stop criticizing others. Just do the right thing by avoiding violence.
We children are the living messages you send to a time you will not see. Please avoid violence to allow your message go far.
We, the children of Liberia, will judge you by the decision you made. Please avoid violence. Don't worry about what a child will become tomorrow. Just avoid violence. All the children will be fine. We kids are your most valuable resource. Protect us by avoiding violence. We children have never been very good at listening to elders, but we have never failed to imitate you. We don't want to imitate violence. Please avoid it, please.
A peaceful message from School Zone Liberia kids. Please avoid violence. Liberia is all we have.
School Zone Liberia Education for Transformation, a John Breakthrough's vision.
All right, so you heard it right. That was peace message, non-violent message by kids from Liberia telling you that all they want from you is peace, non-violent. Everything will follow as we have peace. So, like you know, you are on the Gifted Kids program with John Breakthrough, and I have a guest today, Bishop Stepney, a distinct young man in the teaching sector in the Republic of Liberia with over 9 years of experience. And he's sharing his own idea here today on integrity issue. Like you are aware, it's no secret that this platform promotes integrity, kids learning with integrity. We believe that no matter how you educate a child to score the highest point in the classroom, if that child is not learning integrity, we will have educated criminals. And an educated criminal is a detriment and a bump to society. We don't want to grow educated criminals. So I will be joining Bishop very shortly to get his parting statement and maybe an advice for the public, and we can call it a day for today. So, Mr. Stepney, welcome back. Please, we are now listening to your parting statement concerning our topic for today, kids learning with integrity. Please go ahead.
Yo, okay. Breakthrough CEO, thank you very much. Before I do leave you, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity to be part of your platform. And I hope that this is not my first time. I will always be around. I would like to leave a few words with the listening audience. We, as parents, because I also have a son, I'm a parent, I'm also a teacher. So, parents, teachers, administration, all of us do play a major role to make sure we have a better society that will yield to productivity when it comes to developing the minds of students. We should put aside our greed. We should serve with integrity. Yes. And my recommendation to our national government is that government need to build more schools because we have more private schools than government schools or public schools. So if we do have more public schools where government will give a private school subsidy, where parents will afford to send their kids or children to any school of the choice, it will be a better society for us. So we do need an environment that will carry our teamwork, the administration, the teachers, the parents, and that of the students. We work together as a team because we have this stuff called the PTA, the Parents Teacher Association. We work together as a team. So we need to work together to make sure, irrespective of our financial difficulties or personal gain, we are preparing this case or students for the future. There is nowhere around the world you compromise education. Any attempt to compromise education, you're going to have a serious problem in the future. There is nowhere
Specifically,
in the world, even in Liberia, we shouldn't compromise education.
specifically
So I want to say,
education that goes along with honesty.
yeah. So I want to say to your platform that I'm very grateful that you have such teaching or program that will educate our pupils from the foundation level. They will get the mindset, will get the understanding that the issue of integrity matters, not just from government or political level, but it starts from the home. From the home, it goes to the school, from the primary level to the secondary level, the tertiary level, so that they will have the insight when they get out there, they will be able to serve with integrity. So this program is very important. It's necessary that we do that. It's necessary that we educate them, we explain to them, we tell them the do's and don'ts. And I think with that, we will be making progress, or we will be having a society that will give back to the young people in time to come. So I want to say thank you. It is a privilege to be with you, and I will always love to be with you. My name is Bishop Jaron Stepney. Thanks for the opportunity to be part of your program.
Okay, Bishop, before you go, we want to say thank you for coming. We want to appreciate your time. You said what you are able to say. No one can get more than what they can get from anybody. You answer the questions to the best of your ability. And next week, we have some platform guests who will be discussing, is it necessary or is it right for school to expel students? That's what we'll be talking about. So you can now go and do your own research and come with facts and example. Is it right? No, no. You don't need to. You don't need to answer that right now.
Yeah, I will not comment on, but let's leave it how it takes.
Yeah,
But
good.
for
That's tomorrow.
I'll be
That's next week Saturday
yes,
conversation. Is it right for
no
schools
problem.
to be expelling students whether the student kill the principal, whether the student kill the teacher, whether the student smoke opium, should student be expelled? That's what we'll be discussing. So we want to say thank you.
Very good topic.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
sure.
very good topic.
Sure. And we have some parents who will be telling you why it is right. Some will be telling you, no, it's not right. We have some principle. Everybody will be sharing that point on that day. So we want to say thank you for being part of the day. We salute you as a distinct young man trying to give back to society through your own mindset. My name is John Breakthrough. I'm your humble producer and CEO for the School Zone Liberia, Growing with Integrity program. Transformation starts with me. So we will take leave of our guests now, and just in case you are following this platform, you can be a part of this. So if you want to join the conversation next week, just send message to the WhatsApp number on the screen, or through the Facebook or YouTube page you are witnessing us from right now. Just send that platform or that text message to me that, oh, I want to be a part. We will validate you, know that you are an upright person and you know what to bring to the table in that conversation, and how you can control your presentation and your ego when it comes to speaking publicly. And we will add you to the discussion. It's going to be real interesting because people have been confused about it. Oh, the boy can steal. Oh, they're supposed to suspend him. Let's suspend the child. We are going to go deep into that to know how is it important or not important to the society. So thank you again, one more Bishop. Thank you to everyone who followed today. And School Zone Liberia Gifted Kids program is coming. Don't forget our student tablet program. If you have your child and you want your child to win one of our brand new tablets, all you do, send text message to this. Once your child can read, spell, debate, your child stand a chance to walk away with a brand new tablet. If you are from the school, maybe you don't have a child, but you're from the school that you have smart kids in the school that you can or recommend. You say, oh, I know this boy, I know this girl. They are very good. They can read, they can explain. Reading and comprehension. That's what we want to be doing here while the children grow and learn with integrity. We want to thank God. Thank you for everything, for the wisdom to be behind the technical side and the academic side. So bye-bye again. My name is John Breakthrough. Thank you for joining. And Bishop Stepney, bye-bye from my end as well. So we take a bit of our theme song and we call it a day. All right.